For more on this, let's welcome in Tim Legler. Tim, we've been talking about this chase of 72 all season, but here we are, Warriors 72-9 on the eve of maybe 73rd win. If you're Steve Kerr, how do you keep these guys centered knowing the record is within their grasps?
Will not be difficult. In a lot of ways, I think they're going to play this with playoff-level intensity because otherwise, what was this all for? And that's what my speech would be if I'm Steve Kerr before the game. We come down to the 82nd game. We know that we've had to expend a little bit more energy than a lot of teams would have ever had to with the number one seed locked up. But let's go out and finish the deal. And I expect them to come out with an incredible amount of energy. I think one of the breaks that they're catching is, they had two tough wins at Memphis on a late tip-in. Then they go into San Antonio, win a very difficult game. And then getting a couple days off and getting a chance to get your legs under you, get fresh, get recharged, they're going to come out with a lot of adrenaline. And I know if you're Steve Kerr, I think what you're hoping for is one of those barrages through three quarters to give these guys, especially the starters, a chance to rest in the fourth, sit back, take it all in, and celebrate it. The one unfortunate thing for Golden State is that Memphis is still playing for something. They can end up 5 or they can end up 7. Or 6, anywhere in there. So they still have 2 games left. One tonight, one tomorrow. They're playing for something. So they're going to do all they can to knock them off and also beat a team maybe to prevent them from getting the record. But I think Golden State's going to take care of business. They're loose. They're going to come out with a lot of adrenaline, maybe tight a little bit in the beginning of the game. Don't be surprised they have a rough start to the game shooting the basketball, but eventually I think they find their rhythm and get this thing done.
Warriors have been so tough at home. But, yeah, just a couple days ago on Saturday night, Memphis had a 10-point lead with about 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. At the same time they tip off, Kobe Bryant also tips off his final game ever. Tim, you played against him in the NBA.
Yeah.
But that wasn't your first game against Kobe Bryant. What's the backstory there?
Yeah, a college gym in Philadelphia where all the players from the area would play. Pro players go to this one college gym and play pickup ball in the summer during your downtime, all the Sixers players. But then a lot of other guys that were based in the area that played on different teams. I was playing for the Dallas Mavericks at the time. Came home, went to the gym, look out on the court, getting ready to jump in. I'm lacing up, and I look out and I see the guy looked a lot like that out on the court. And he's seamlessly blending in with the pros. He was so long and thin and so explosive. And I asked who it was. He said, that's Kobe Bryant, Joe Bryant's son, who I knew had gone to LaSalle. I said, oh, really? Where's he go to school? I thought some college. And they said, no, he's a sophomore in high school, maybe a junior in high school at the time. I was blown away. But not just his ability, but his confidence. That he wanted to play with grown men, and he wasn't going to shy away from taking the shot. He wanted the last shot of the game to win a pickup game with a bunch of pro players on the floor, and he was 16 years old. And I think right then you kind of knew, all right, this cat's a little bit different. To have that kind of confidence and swagger at that age with grown men in the gym, you just don't see that very often.
So here we are, 93-ish, 94.
Summer 94, I believe.
Sophomore, junior in high school.
Yeah.
Here he is, not passing when it's point game, right?
Absolutely not. He wanted to rock, even back then.
He felt comfortable with playing with NBA guys. Tim Legler, always comfortable with us here on SportsCenter.